It's never a bad idea to prepare for the unexpected, and business continuity planning is a plan B for your businesses. It pinpoints the most important parts of your business, identifies potential risks to these critical pieces, and prepares you to recover as quickly and as easily as possible. But it's important to note that a continuity plan is different from emergency planning. While emergency plans cover in-the-moment procedures in a crisis like a natural disaster, business continuity planning, or BCP, covers how you'll get core parts of your business up and running again. Business owners aren't legally required to do business continuity planning, but there are many reasons to put time and energy into it. BCP is attractive to potential buyers and investors. It can help to lower insurance premiums and improves the likelihood of your business surviving an unexpected event. So here's a step-by-step guide to business continuity planning. We're going to ask a range of questions. We recommend that you note down your answers and then form this into the first draft of your BCP. Step 1. Identify key products or services. What are the biggest risks to your most profitable activity? How can we reduce these risks? What is essential to produce or carry out these key activities like raw materials or fully functioning website? Can you get by without your full suite of products or services? What is your least profitable activity? Are you prepared to pause or stop this until you get back on your feet? Step 2. Identify key internal people. These might be staff or business partners, or your board if you have one. If you have staff, could your business continue without some or all of them on deck? Does your business rely heavily on one person for key tasks? What happens if this person is unavailable? How might you get temporary staff at short notice? Step 3. Identify key connections. These might be suppliers, service providers, clients, or regular customers. How robust is your supply chain? If your business relies on external suppliers or manufacturers, do you have a backup if something should go wrong? If your business uses transport to deliver products or services, what are your alternatives if something goes wrong? Can you rent vehicles? What if the port, airport, road, or rail system is disrupted? Could customers come to you in the short term? Who might help you get back on your feet? Do you have good relationships with your bank, landlord, or advisors? Who can help if you can't get onto your premises or IT systems? Step 4. Identify essential equipment and supplies. If you rely on your own equipment to make products, could you borrow or rent alternative equipment or premises if you're out of action? Could your staff use their home computers for work if business computers are unavailable? Make a note of who has suitable devices and equipment at home. Step 5. Consider relocation options. If you need to vacate your usual premises unexpectedly, how can you keep your business ticking along? Could staff work from an alternative site or from home? If your premises can't be used, you may want to ask your main suppliers if they could spare a room perhaps, or premises in an emergency. If you need to move, how can you best communicate with your customers about your new location and from your new location? Step 6. Consider insurance options. What could go wrong with your business or at work? Is it covered by insurance? Business interruption insurance can help to cover losses after an emergency. Step 7. Identify who would run the business in your absence. If something takes you or another important team member away from the business, who can take over those important tasks? If there's a major disruption, what is each member's role in getting the business back on its feet? Step 8. Keep contact details handy. Do you have emergency contact details handy? This list may include staff, emergency services, clients, suppliers. You may also include your insurance details, security company, and neighbouring businesses. Step 9. Back up important data. What data? Customers' details, emails, files, and spreadsheets are critical to your business. What sensitive data, personal files, bank details, tax documents do you have and you need to keep safe? Do you regularly back up your data on hard drive, servers, or in the cloud? If you don't do this already, it's a good time to start. And finally, step 10, put it into practice. Much like an emergency plan or business continuity plan shouldn't just sit on the shelf. It needs to be tried and tested at least once a year. This doesn't need to be expensive or time-consuming. For example, you could run a 20-minute stress test exercise when you give your staff a scenario to plan for, with the key focuses on how to manage the consequences of a disaster. For a downloadable guide and template that walks you through the important steps of a BCP, see the Wellington Emergency Management Office website, Get Prepared. After the Christchurch earthquake, 2 panel beating businesses could no longer work from their premises. They both had access to a temporary workspace, but it wasn't big enough for all their workers. Partnering up was an obvious solution. The owners had already been thinking about sharing a space due to rent rises. They decided to offer a 24-hour service with staff working in shifts around the clock in the temporary workspace. This short-term solution, which drew on their contingency planning in case of rent rises, meant they could keep revenue coming in after the emergency.